Hey guys, Ron here. Keep going with this build. Just let's get them done. Got the water cooler. It's Enermax Liquitech LIQ. It should be like Liquid Tech, but Chinese are funny like that. So it's got the extra large size cold plate on that CPU section right there. And it's got to go in this baby right here. And the way the setup is really nice. There's 4 studs, female socket studs on the surrounding the CPU on the mount. Put in the 4 studs, screw everything together, done. No backplate change. So they actually sent all the hardware, some thermal paste, cooling compound, fan splitters, and nice radiator. Nice radiator. I only got the 240. I was thinking about a 360, but I didn't bother. This is the cold plate which covers the whole thread completely. It's huge. That's the way it should be. So there's 4 studs that go in the 1, 2, 3, 4 inches receivers. They go in there, and this thing just bolts right up. No big deal. Alright guys, I'll be back. Out for now. Alright, so we got the fans mounted on the radiator, cables going in the right direction, and then I got them mounted up there. Should be fun. Alright guys, I'll have this thing up and running today, Friday. Hey guys, Ron here, radiator's in. I'm going to put the studsies in the mount. Although I did say I'd make a mistake. I said I was going to have this thing where we could fire it up. And one small detail. I don't have any memory. It's coming tomorrow. Saturday. So, you got to put these studs in. You got to put in the... This camera's been acting weird lately. You gotta put in the short side in the receiver there, and that's it. Everything's finger tight on this. You don't have to over crank anything. Which is always a good policy anyway. Like I once said at Rolls-Royce, when you had a torque wrench, they'd only let you use a short handle wrench, because if you used a socket extension over 8 inches, you can easily over torque something. If it's short, like 4 or 5 inches, you can only get so much torque. And then you got to use a torque wrench for everything. I mean everything. Everything has a spec and should be done to spec. That's what torque wrenches are for. That's why Threadripper comes with a torque wrench. I didn't get a chance to measure it. I think it's it felt like 40 inch-pounds, but I'd like to look that up. I'd like to measure it. I'll get another torque wrench and torque it and see. Alright, thermal paste and all that good stuff, and we're in there. We're in like Flint. Everybody has their own method for thermal paste. But I found I like, especially this something this big. What I used to do is I take the cooling plate and leave the plastic on, and really just experiment. Then I put it on, tighten it down, remove it, and see how the spread did. So the super doesn't have that much in it. Yeah. Alright, that should be okay. Get the old plastic off. This camera feels like soft focus to me. I can't tell in the lights. Alright. See. This block is like a tank. It's freaking awesome. Okay. Alright, that was pretty painless. That cooling block is massive, I'm telling you. Alright, let's see if I can lift this thing up without knocking over making a racket. I have to figure out something about routing these cables. I might tie wrap these gently somehow. Alright guys, so that's it for now. I'm going to put the top back on. I don't think I'm going to put any... The fans are blowing up this way. They're exhausting out through the cooler, through the radiator. So I might put a set of fans up here, also put it this way, so push-pull. Put a third one here so they all kind of line up nice under the cover. Those might be LED. I'm not big on RGBs and lights, you know, or that the systems work. I don't care about working in servers all those years. I was thinking I should do a server with RGB. That would be hysterical. But we want efficiency, productivity, and the most power we can get. You know, because once you're working on a computer, once you're using it, you're not looking at it to look at the pretty lights. You're on the screen and you're working. All right, guys. I'll be back when we get some memory. And I'll throw some wireless together on this and get it tightened up. Sorry about the background. Wolf of Wall Street. Gotta watch it. Motivational. So this is enough for today. Till I get memory tomorrow. But we'll put an SSD M.2s in there. And we got two SSDs up in the top over here. And put the memory in there and fire it up. Should be good. Alright guys? I'm going to do something about filling in this area here, but I'll figure something out. Alright, out for now. Here we are, we're going to try and finish this today. We got some memory. We got an SSD, an M.2, the NVMe, and we got a 1070 card. I got to pay for all this stuff, so what I do is I buy the stuff, I do the build, and I sell an older machine, or the next machine, or this one. I'm not sponsored, I don't have enough to use yet, so hopefully I'll get it. Alright guys, also you hear that noise, we'll be doing a review of Mr. Roomba over there. For me being handicapped somewhat while I'm healing up from my accident, it's tough. I'm always using this little broom, kind of get a grit off the floor. We're in the country. This thing is amazing. It gets the finest grit, which drives me nuts. I like doing barefoot. So let's get into it. Alright, so it comes with two giant stickers among other things, and it is actually pretty nice. It's huge. And I'm not big on unboxing, in case you hadn't noticed. You open a box, you take the thing out, and that's what you're interested in, what's in the box. To me, reboxing is much more skillful. So, anyway, here it is. Let me see if I can get it open one-handed. Like everything else I'm doing these days. It's not one of the big fancy TIs or Strix or ARC and Community, all that stuff is just gimmicky. You pay extra for This thing performs the same as all those boards. Anyway, it's a nice looking board. I don't know if any of this stuff lights up or what it does. It doesn't do. Got a single 8 pin on the top, which is good. And that's going to go in this baby. I was going to put the 1080 in there, but I'm leaving the 1080 in my my mini over there. That's my editing machine. That's just an i5. I moved that up to an i7 6700. That's a terrific little machine. It's also important to remember when you're working on a board, a motherboard or something, to use the correct screwdrivers. They really got to have the correct thread feel in the Phillips head or slot or hex or whatever you're using. Or else strip them out, mar them up. You don't want to do that. When we used to do exotic cars, we would actually make sure every flathead screw is lined up in the same direction. Attention to crazy detail. So that's for, I hope, yeah, there it is. NVMe goes in there. And I hope I can find a screw for it somewhere. Alright, so let's work on that. And the memory's in. And it's 3000 speed memory. I went with RGB only because it was on sale. I never do that, but this has no lighting RGB in it, so that'll give it a little flare, a little something, something. All right, guys. Sorry about the handheld, but no choice today. See, he parked himself and it's charging. That's really kind of cool. I like this thing. Also, remember if there's a heat sink and you're putting it under a plate on a motherboard, there's usually a thermal tape on there. So you gotta take this cover off. Plastic strip. So that's the heat sink. That's the heat sink itself, and that's the thermal tape. Make sure you do that. And we got that in there. Getting the screw in is gonna be fun. But the correct screwdriver is not that bad, but these things are small. Alright guys, so we continue. Give you a reference how small these screws are. They are small. Alright, let's try and get that in there. Also, I found something. So, NVMe's in. What I was going to say is these Blazer Ray flashlights that I use for everything, if it's upside down, you lay it on top of that card when it's spring loaded, and that holds it right in position for you perfectly. So, you always got to figure these things out. Alright, so I'm going to tighten that up, get the tape off of that, put the cover back on, pop the GPU in there, and I guess a couple more wires on the power supply, and we're ready to smoke her up, or fire up. Smoke test. Alright guys, I'll be back maybe. Guys, when no one was looking, I snuck in the graphics card and something else I did. SSD is in there, M.dot. Anyway, it's got some RGB, even though the power's off. It seems we got a motherboard a little bit in the, I don't know if it's in the slot for the Time 16 PCIe slot, or if it's on the graphics card. I got this monitor hooked up. I got this keyboard and mouse on USB remote wireless. Got the HDMI over there. Got everything else set up. So just about ready to plug it in, power it up. But I got to plug in the top fans. The front fans I haven't plugged in. I'm not going to until I test it out and see what's going on. Alright. Alright. Looks pretty good, huh? I use the braided cables in the front only because the EVGA power supply has the 6 and the 2 split 8, and it looks weird, so I figured I'd use these. I had these laying around. Interesting color scheme. Chassis fan plugged in. Let's power this thing up. If it powers up, see if we got it right. Let's give it a shot. Let me get a tripod going. Hang on, guys. Alright guys, let's see what we got. Smoke test. That's really funny. That's an expression we used to use when we worked on mini mainframes with big computers. Because back in those days, if you made a mod, you literally could blow the place up. So we got power. Oh, this lights up. Oh, nice. So I like the RGBs. Got lights everywhere. I didn't even intend it. Our motherboard display is saying, looks like it's trying. I can hear the water flowing. That usually has to take a little time to purge. Got a big white light up in the upper right corner. It just turned green. I don't know what that is, but actually, I don't know what channel I'm on here. Stand by, guys. No, that's not 30. Look at that. First shot. First test, first shot. Let's see what she say. Memory 32 gigs, DDR4 2133. USB devices 0 drive, 1 keyboard, 1 mouse. Detected SATA 2 Samsung SSD 50 Pro. SSG is SATA 4 A data. I don't think it sees the probably not going to see the M.2 NVMe until I go into BIOS or Windows and set it up. New CPU install, please set up to confirm your system. CPU fan speed error detected. CPU fan speed. Oh, it's because I got the Kinemax plugged into it. Let's check the temperature too. Let's do F1. Date's correct. August 26, 3:19 p.m. CPU temperature 42C. A little high, I think. But, no, maybe not for BIOS. DRAM status. Slot 1, A1, B1, C1, D1. Yeah, that's good. Fan profile. Chassis fan, CPU fan shows not available. I don't like that. But if it didn't have a fan, it's got the pump, it wouldn't start up. Alright, what do we got? Windows Boot Manager SATA 2, Samsung 850 Pro, 128 gig, Samsung 250 gig. SSD 960 EVO. I think that's the SSD. Alright, let's snoop around a little bit. Let's see if the mouse is working on this. I'm so used to servers where you really don't get the mouse running until yeah, it does see the it sees all the SSDs. I got no hard drives hooked up. I got 2 SSDs up in here, and I got the NVMe. Nice. Alright, so let's go. The fan's just ramped up, so I like to keep an eye on the temperature until I know what's going on with this thing. CPU's good. 37 is alright. Motherboard, alright. I'll tighten up these fans a little bit, but let's. There's a water pump header. I might switch into that. Memory 2133, blah 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 blah. I'd like to see what to say about CPU. So onboard devices, CPU. AMD Ryzen Threadripper 1950X 16 core. 16 cores running at 3428. 1125 millivolts, so that's 1.125 volts. Max speed 3400 megahertz. Patch level, instructions per 32 megabyte, 32 way. Sweet. CPU is hot. 68. I don't like 68. They're just sitting there. So let's shut it down. Find out what's going on with that. Didn't get to load Windows yet, but we'll get to it. Let me take a better header. See if I can find a better header for the. See if I can find a better header for the CPU.